Okay. What is this? Cool. It's itching like hell. Jeez. Man, I look sleepy as hell. I look real sleepy. Damn, I look tired. All right, I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. Not sure how many people we're gonna get in here tonight for this. However, the wifey's in the room watching TV, so I'm not going to try to take over the TV. Already doing enough of that as it is already. So it's the reason for the stream like this today. What's up, Trey? What's going on, man? You know, I was thinking I was about to plug in my microphone, but I don't even have the dongle piece or the attachment. I don't even call that shit a dongle. I don't have the attachment piece for my phone to plug in my headset to use that microphone. Be totally forgetting that I can't. Yeah, I know. But wifey's actually watching her reunion show, so um, not want to play anything tonight. And actually, nothing even came in through GameFly today neither. So um, yeah, just a little out of it today. A little out of it. It's been a long day for the most part. Um, I look sleepy because my body is definitely tired for sure. And yeah, I think tomorrow will definitely be a better day. Today was just oh kind of funky. in a sense, basically. But what about yourself, man? Jeez, jeez, jeez. One squad get here. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know who's gonna end up showing up tonight, for real. In all honesty, I have no idea who's gonna show up, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, bullshit, Trey. What's up, Drippy? What's going on, man? You was listening to J Lo. What you mean, like Jennifer Lopez? Is that what you talking about, Trey? I was actually listening to some Nipsey on the way home. Nah, 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 nah. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I just didn't expect you to say J Lo. That's all. Oh man. Yeah, just kind of caught me by surprise. Yeah, it just depends on the music for the most part. Like I think wife used to like Megan Thee Stallion when she first came out, but now it's like now she's getting to the point of where she's tired of hearing her because they're overplaying or they're just oversaturating anything that she has out. Same thing kind of with like Cardi B, City Girls, because City Girls rap about the same stuff. Just taking dudes' money and so that's basically it. Taking dudes' money, talking about their sex game, head game, and yeah, ain't no songs get more played other than Old Town Road. Well, I haven't heard that song anymore now, so I think I think it's at the point of where it's already pretty much done for. Like that shit had a good what two and a half month almost a whole damn summer basically of hearing Old Town Road. Shit for the whole summer you hearing Old Town Road. So like I was going back and I ain't thinking about that fucking shit. I wouldn't even really call it a beef for real. I feel like it's all a publicity stunt sometimes, depending on who it is and what it involves or whatever. Yeah, I know, I know, I know. Didn't expect that video to do that good though. I think that was my first. I think that was the first video that I had ever posted that did like. I think it did. What between 5,000 6,000, maybe 10,000 or whatever. She kind of blew my mind. I think for the longest it was like the only video that I had on there that didn't have no dislikes. That's why he had to come out. If you feel you really think that LB, you really think it was just to get what you call sympathy listens? Yeah, Lil Nas X is definitely a one hit wonder. Like I don't see him making a album or whatever. and they had the right people. Oh, he got another song. Shit, I didn't know. I wouldn't have known because I wouldn't even listen to it. Um, I mean Old Town Road was catchy. Yeah, I agree with you, LB. I agree with you. I think Old Town Road was catchy in the beginning because of having Billy Ray Cyrus on there. Um, but without him on it, honestly, to me, like that song is pretty bad for the most part. It's just basic. Like Billy Ray Cyrus actually adds onto that song itself. The other day, I actually went back and listened to. Uh, it is what it is. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but depends on the type of politics that you're talking about for real. But I really don't get too much into it. That song would have just stayed. I mean, that was catch. Yeah, this is the same thing I said. LB. If it wasn't for Billy Ray Cyrus, then that song, honestly, I don't think would have got that much play. I don't think would have got nearly as much play as it did if it wasn't for that. I'm trying to take off my shoe. What Old Town Road remix? I don't even want to hear it. I didn't even know they made a remix for it. That's horrible. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. And the golf long white what? Oh God, man! You make me want to actually go and see what this shit is all about. What's up, Simply? Name three body parts that start with a B. That starts with it. Goddamn. Yeah, booty. That's one. But you could say. Um, Body parts. Uh, Damn. I'm really having a brain fart right now. Three body parts that start with the letter B. Um, Fuck. I can't think. I can't think. I can't think of three. I honestly can't think of three. I give up. It's probably going to be some basic shit that I should know too. The fuck is a bill pit? Told you. Not even thinking. Not even thinking. Not even thinking. I feel so stupid. Yeah, see, at least I know I'm not the only one, Trey. At least I know I'm not the only one. This was a long day. This was a very long day. Sleepy, body's tired. I think if I was actually playing The Last of Us right now, I probably would end up falling asleep. Hey, I wasn't even thinking that at first. I was just trying to figure out what the hell it was. I mean, it was if it wasn't for LB, I probably wouldn't have said that first at all. I think if you were to ask women, name, nah, I'm not gonna lay down. I'm not gonna go to sleep just yet. I think if you were to ask women, name three body parts that start with the letter P, I think majority of women would say penis first. Ears, eyes, and uh, 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 yeah, that's two off the break. So ears and eyes, I do know for sure. Um, Eyebrow, if that's a body part. I need to replay The Last of Us. Remember, before the sequel comes out. Yeah, that's been one of the main reasons why I've been playing The Last of Us. I mean, just to replay it before the sequel, but just to go back and replay it all over again. And I had promised everyone that that I would go back and replay it again anyway. So here's a cool little story. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna do a little close up. So if you look right here, where you see like a cut, and I don't know, you should be able to see it, but this little mark right there. So when I was younger, and me and my brother, my older brother, and my second oldest, and one of his friends, we were all in the room playing, and hold on, my wife had got me something from Uber Eats real quick. Hold on one second. How close is it? Your phone was just going off. It's outside. All right. Hey, Passion, if you're in here, yeah, that issue. I'm walking outside so I can get this food from Uber. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good, good.
Good, good, good.
Thank you.
All right.
Actually, kind of nippy tonight. I gotta finish telling you guys the story as far as what happened. Hold on. I didn't see what the question was. NFL team that doesn't end in S. Um, C. Bengals, Colts, Buccaneers. Um, Streaming. Hold on, give me a second. Huh? Just one. Just one. You ordered a drink too?
No, I ordered it.
So the drink is yours? Okay. Hold on. Trying to get this food together. Let's see. Bengals, Colts, Buccaneers, Giants, Eagles, Eagles, Cowboys, Jets, Jets, Um, hmm, thank you. Said that don't end in S. Said name an NFL team that does that. And yeah, that's what I have to say. Like I don't think it ever was one. I'm sitting there going through names and stuff, trying to think about who it might be. I gotta prop this up. Yeah, man. Not trying to be using so much brain power right now. I've had a long day. God damn it. I don't have time to be using my brain like that. All right. Well, I guess this will be like a little mini mukbang. Fucking porn name. So let me finish telling you exactly what happened. So I was in a room with my brothers and his friends, and for some reason he um, he picked me up. He picked me up by like my shirt and my pants, and I was young at the time. And fuck no, I ain't ordered no McRib sandwich. Just got some nuggets and fries. He picked me up by my arms, I mean by my shirt and my pants, and he was swinging me like this. And then for some reason he let me go, and I remember it felt like I was flying in slow motion. It was like this, and I see myself going closer and closer to the TV stand. And next thing you know, my head hit it, and right where this little cut is right here is where I caught the corner of it, and cut the shit out of my eye. Ended up getting was it like 7 stitches, 7, 8 stitches, but it was like from here. It was from here down to about like here or whatever. Definitely cut the shit out of him. Hold on, guys. I'm pretty sure he did. I mean, I don't remember what happened after. I know my mother was pissed at me having to go to the hospital. Yeah. Mr. Mook, man, what's up? What's going on? How you doing, man? Man, we still grinding to get to that point. We still grinding to get to that 8K, man, but we still got, what, 5 more left to go? So it's been the hardest thing to do. That's probably like one of the. I'm sorry, my face is all up on the camera and shit. I'm just trying to take this shoe off. I'm good, man. I appreciate you popping up. I'm eating some right now, some McDonald's fries, and I got some 10-piece nuggets. Yeah. No. Would you need one? All right, hold on, y'all. Shit. Said guys, imagine being Taylor's stepdaughter prom date. It's so stupid, fashion. When they're hot, yes. When they're cold, fucking tastes like damn cardboard. Well, these are fresh. These are hot. Oh no, you can't eat. You can't reheat McDonald's fries at all. Actually, no fries you can reheat. Potato wedges you can, but fries you can't. Yeah, that shit don't work at all. Popeyes got some good sweet tea, but that shit is like diabetes. The chicken selects was fire. That I would say. The chicken selects was bomb. I don't eat seafood like that though. Oh no, I didn't hear about that with Taco Bell. Nah, I didn't hear about that. Yeah. Hold on one second, yeah. All right. Let me see. The sandwich is good. I'm not going to front. The sandwich is good, but it wasn't worth all the hype though. It's vice versa for me simply. When I was younger, yeah, they crazy for that shit, bro. Couldn't have done that. When I was younger, we used to eat a lot of seafood, so like a lot of fish and stuff like that. Because my father used to always go fishing, so I had to eat it. And as I got older, I slowly started to kind of wean myself away from the seafood stuff. Yeah, it's real fucking expensive. Seafood is real expensive. What's up, Johnny? How you doing, brother? So, what food don't y'all like? Like, what is your? I might have asked you all this before, but What food don't you like at all? Tripe? The fuck is tripe? Crawfish. Yeah, y'all can have that too. Y'all can have that too. Anything vegan? Oh no 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 no. Hell no. Hell no. Don't like liver, lima beans, peas, meal, yogurt, peanut butter. Chitlins I would never eat in my life. It smells just like what it is. Ass. Gyro. You never had a gyro? Yeah, chitlins are ass. Literally. So I'll tell you one thing. So like one time, a friend of mine, like when I was still living in Maryland, and I still live in Maryland. But yeah, you can have that fucking shit, Trey. Disgusting. um, so this white dude was that lived across the street from me, and his father used to go hunting. God rest his soul. His father had passed or whatever. But I went over his house one day, and I remember I walked in his house, and I was like, "Damn, something smells good." So his father was like, "Oh, he's like, you like the way it smells? He go ahead and try it." So I walked up to it. I'm like, "What?" So it looked just like steak. Looked just like steak. Looked just like goddamn steak. What's up, Gambino? Looked just like steak. So when I started, I bit into it, tasted it. Shit was fucking delicious. I was like, God damn. I was like, what is this? Deer. I stood there and I looked at him, and he just laughed. He started laughing like hell. He was like, if I had told you what it was, you wouldn't have tasted it. And then I was like, so like when he said that, and I'm sitting there looking at him like this, and he told me what it was. I was like, oh fuck, fuck the rest of that shit up. That shit was good. The deer was actually good. Yeah, it tasted just like steak. There was no fat. It was no fat at all. It was straight. And I'm not going to say it. It was just straight deer. I'm not going to say it was straight deer meat because y'all would twist that shit another way. But pause, Trey. Y'all be real fast to say that shit to me. Nah, I'm good on that. I'm all right. But I guess it depends on on which way the deer's cooked though. Is it some animal? A lot of animals I just won't eat. I stick to what I know, and when I know it's good, that's not going to disappoint me, and be good from there. You said pig head is yummy. I'm trying to see how much battery I have. Sorry, guys. Oops. Let's see, God damn it. I would not eat a scorpion. Shit ain't cooperating right now. All right. I would not eat any bugs. Fuck that. No bugs. No bugs. No bugs. No bugs. No bugs. All right. Yeah, they can have that shit too. Okay. You can hear it good, but I'm not turning shit. Come on, man. Don't gross me out. I'm eating my nuggets right now. My chicken nuggets. Right now. Don't gross me out. If I lose my appetite, I'm fucking you up, Johnny. You too, Trey. Don't you do it. I'm not going to try it. So I'll pass on that. His breath smell like the fucking Lion King jungle and all that shit that they got in there. What the hell is hog head cheese? Ah, shit. Nah, it's ginger ale. It's ginger ale. Hey man, this shit is clutch. This is the only drink that has never gone up ever in price. This 2 liter has always been 99 cents. So big shout out to Rock Creek. No, it's not beer. Man, Johnny, I've had probably probably a whole gallon of water today, as much water as I drunk. Yeah, 2 liter for 99 cents, man. Rock Creek comes in the clutch. It seemed like ginger ale is always like a good remedy for a lot of stuff. Like when I caught mono, like my first year in high school, and ginger ale was one of the things that they was always making me drink when I was inside when I was in the hospital. And I don't know why they made me drink ginger ale, but that was like one of the drinks that they always had me drinking. Gotcha. I had to try that. I had to try that, Johnny. I need to try that water with water with ginger. I've had water with lemon too many times. I definitely want to taste water with ginger. But I probably need to. I probably need to drink water with lemon though, the most. So I'll probably start doing that way more often. Way more often. As much water as I drink in a day, I definitely need to start doing that. It happens to me a lot too. Yeah, hot tea is always good as well. Excuse me. Um, man. So been trying to. Do I get kids on Halloween? As far as like to come to the door and stuff, there's a lot of kids that live around here, so it's guaranteed to happen. Even though I'll be at work when Halloween rolls around, so I won't be seeing any of it. It is cold right now. It is actually kind of nippy. It's actually kind of nippy. It was a high wind, a high wind tonight. So it was definitely a lot colder than usual, but definitely for sure. Well, the funny thing is, like I get sick. Yeah, I got mine. I get sick every single year the weather changes. Every year. Yeah, we get snow. We definitely get snow here. I don't follow conspiracy theories, Johnny. My doctor made me made me get my flu shot this year, but any other time I don't. I don't get it. Um, but yeah, we get a lot of snow here. We get a lot of snow. We get the worst of it between like January, February, for the most part. Sometimes it kind of goes into March, depending on depending on I guess you could say whatever the weather is that year. Like, if it's one of those kind of crazy years where things are just so out of whack, like we'll get a good 3 to 4 snowstorms or whatever. Well, I think Minnesota is where you guys are, as far as where you're located at. Um, and I guess it's based off of location. I think you guys definitely get there early. The further up north you get, I think, the further up north you go, the faster that you guys get snow. Yeah, so what the flu does, or what the flu shots do, it puts the bug in your system to make your immune system fight it off. So that way, if that bug does get in your system, you don't get You don't get sick. It's supposed to make your immune system stronger, which is the reason why I got sick when, like right after I got mine. So I normally don't get them though, but my doctor, like I said, maybe get mine this year. So I had no other, I had no other option. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? So remember when, not even just the Ebola, anthrax. Did you get the glove on your doctor? It's so stupid. No, I didn't get no. Didn't get no goddamn glove on my doctor's visit. I went there to go get my physical or to get myself tested for everything. You know, like STD things like that. Make sure I was all good. And then he told me that I need to get a flu shot. And I was like, shit. Okay. Yeah, prostate and what's the other one? What's the other exam that they talk about? Colon. Yeah, the colon exam too. So I think as I start to climb up in age, then unfortunately I'll have to get that done. The shit kind of reminds me of you all seen Family Guy, and when Peter was about to get his colon checked, and they made it all fucking dramatic with the hold on, growing up in the 80s. Yeah. So when they made it all dramatic, and Peter was standing in front of the table, and he, if y'all haven't seen it, the shit is so fucking funny. And this shit is so fucking funny. It's one of the funniest things on Family Guy that I've ever seen. So when he's standing in front of the table, he has his back turned, and the doctor is putting the gloves on, and he lets it pop. And then it just goes into a whole nother direction. The shit is so fucking it is so fucking funny. It is so fucking funny. When I seen that for the first time, I had never laughed so hard when that happened. But then also another thing with Family Guy that had me laughing so hard is is when Quagmire had discovered internet porn for the first time, and he was digging up the well, Peter was digging up something and was about to bury it, and Quagmire had came out the door, and when he came out the door, of course he's standing on the side, and then eventually his arm, his right arm, I think it was his right arm was like fucking 5 times the size. It was 5 times the size of his regular arm. Oh my god, I fucking lost it when I seen that, man. I fucking lost it when I seen that. Um, that shit is so hilarious. Like Family Guy, I feel like to me personally, um, it's a funny ass show, and it's a lot of the cutaway jokes that are funny. Actually, that's what it really is. That's what it really is. Majority of the time with Family Guy, it's the cutaways that are like one of the funniest things. Some of the jokes here and there throughout the episode are funny, but the cutaways are definitely the the funniest thing that they have on that show for sure. I used to be a Simpsons fan, like back in like the early '90s, and then eventually it just started getting corny, and I started losing interest in the Simpsons, and it got to the point where I just stopped watching it altogether. Like I commend them for still being on the air for so long, but to me it's not funny. It's not funny anymore, to me. So I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it, or how they've been able to stay on the air and stay so relevant for so long. But I enjoy Family Guy a lot more. I think it's definitely more edgy to me. It's so many of them, yeah. But I think overall, as far as me actually sitting down and enjoying like shows and stuff like that, like I like a lot of the older shows and even like some of the cartoons that were popular back then that they're like rebooting now, and I can't watch them because like it's just something about them like it doesn't have the same feeling, and it could be a lot dealing with like the animation and stuff like that. But when it comes to yeah, Seinfeld is fucking hilarious too. I'm glad I have Hulu because Hulu has Seinfeld. Robot Chicken is funny, depending on the episode. Depending on the episode. But the majority of the time, Robot Chicken is funny. One thing I actually just came across the other day. So if you guys know Wild and Out or whatever, you got DC Young Fly, Chico Beans, and Carlos Miller. They all do this. They all do this little thing called the 85 South podcast or the 85 South show or called the Roast Session, and they actually go on tour to different cities and stuff like that. And it's just them on stage, just bullshitting around, talking about whatever, joking about stuff, talking about some people and stuff, or joking about people. And it's funny. It's funny. Like the things are about an hour and a half to about an hour and 45 minutes, sometimes 2 hours long. I do remember that. I do remember that. I definitely remember that. What you say the name of it was? You said Tubi TV. Do they have like good movies on there? Because I actually have a site that I go to watch movies for free. What's that, Jimmy? Man, my head is itching like shit. Way more movies than Netflix. Well, Netflix has a lot of original, their own, their own like original movies and stuff. Now they haven't really. I mean, they still have some other titles and stuff like that, but I feel like they haven't really tried to focus on pulling in a lot of stuff. And so, A Thousand Ways to Die. I remember that show. I remember that show. I remember that show. So I'm gonna tell y'all like two British shows, comedy shows that you should watch. Everyone already knows about Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean is fucking hilarious. So two British shows that you can watch that y'all are probably like. I'm gonna try it out simply. So, two British shows to watch. It's called Are You Being Served? That's one. And then the other one is called Faulty Towers. So besides like Mr. Bean or whatever, those two shows are like so fucking hilarious. So fucking hilarious. I remember I seen Jackass in the theater. That shit had me crying laughing. Especially the golf air horn. And then yeah, I figured that, Johnny. So the golf air horn, that shit had me laughing. The riot control one had me laughing. The last one where the which one? The one where the fake robbers or diamond heist people. Gemini Man came out this weekend or this past weekend, so it's already out. That one had me laughing. The funniest one though was was it the fake the dude that was supposed to be been like the Taliban, and he had the fake bomb strapped on him, but he didn't realize that they was actually playing a prank on him. So that should have me like crying laughing. Um, but the it's not that movie. It's not that movie. It's another movie I'm thinking about. So if you guys have seen, mhm, if you all have seen American Wedding, have you all ever seen American Wedding? If you have not seen American Wedding, it's a scene on there with Stifler. Have you seen American Pie or whatever? All right, so you know how Stifler in American Pie had ate the or not ate but drunk the beer full of semen, the beer that had semen in it. So so American Pie that happened. So every American Pie movie, something happened to him except for I think it's American Reunion. I think that's the only one that nothing crazy happened to him. But American Pie, he drank the beer full of semen. American Pie 2, he got peed on. Um, and American Wedding. Oh my God. I seen American Wedding in the theater, and this is by far like the hardest I ever laughed in the theater. Oh my God, this shit is so fucking hilarious, man. So no. When he had sex with the old lady, that's actually an American Wedding. But before that happens, he actually ends up eating dog shit, and it was purposely because because he fucked up and did something with the ring. The dog ate it. He was waiting for the dog to shit out the ring, and so when the dog shit the ring out, he's about to take it up to the room so he can try to get the ring out of it. But the bridesmaid or the bride's parents happen to see him, and they and so so when they stopped him, they was so the mother asked him, "What do you got behind your back?" And then he was just like, he was like a chocolate truffle. And so as he's holding it, it looks like a piece of chocolate. It shit looks like a piece of chocolate. It looks like a piece of chocolate. So then, so she's like, David, give me a piece. Mama wants a piece. He was like, Mama don't want a piece of this chocolate. So then she is fighting with him to get the chocolate. So then she takes it, and then so in a like a desperate panic, he takes he takes it and he puts it in his mouth. And immediately, as soon as he did that, I fucking lost it. I lost it. I lost it. I lost it. And to see his face like right after everything was going on, he had like shit on his teeth. He had shit on his teeth. Oh my God, man. He had shit on his teeth. Eyes was all watering. Oh my God, I had never laughed so hard in the fucking theater. I had never laughed so hard in the theater. It was disgusting to see, but the reaction after he did it was priceless. It was absolutely fucking priceless. Oh my God, man. Like I gotta go back and watch that scene just all over again just for the simple hell of it. Oh man. But nothing happened in American Reunion or nothing like not that I could think of, but just not another teen movie. I think my wife said she actually likes that. I think she's for her disaster movie was her is her favorite kind of parody type movie. But it seemed like after I want to say scary movie, and Scary Movie 2. And then all of these companies started to do parody type movies. And then it seemed like the parody movies just definitely got overdone and just way oversaturated, and they become like not funny at all. Because I remember when Scary Movie 3 came out. When Scary Movie 3 came out, and from 3 on, those were just fucking god awful. Like, they weren't remotely funny at all. At all. And you can tell that Keenen Ivory Wayans wasn't a part of it anymore. Just based off of from 1 and 2, and you compare it to like 3 and 4 or whatever, you can definitely tell the difference. Now, I remember when Sausage Party had came out, and man, when that trailer came out, and I remember I did the reaction for that trailer, and I was just so stunned. I was so stunned. And it was another movie trailer that I had did. It was kind of like a parody type thing. And it was called Cabin Something. It was Cabin Something. I did see This Is the End. I did see that. I seen that movie. Um, God, I don't remember the name of that damn trailer because it was so many. It was like back when I had started to do YouTube all over again, and no, it wasn't super bad. I can't remember the name of that damn trailer, but it was just pretty much like a parody type thing, and the trailer had me laughing my ass off too. What's up, Jimmy? But that Hitler scene, that Hitler, oh my god! At the end of Sausage Party, is by far the most random shit that you can ever see, that you could ever see. And when I say ever, that is the most random shit that you would ever see in an animated movie. Now, granted, half the shit that happens in the movie is kind of crazy anyway. The ending to that shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. The way I'll put it this way for anyone that hasn't seen it. Was that the movie with those two grown ass men that still live with his mom, dad? Yeah, Step Brother. I think you talking about Step Brothers. So what ends up happening at the end of Sausage Party is it's one massive ass fucking orgy. It is one massive ass orgy. One massive orgy. And I remember me and my wife were sitting in the room. Yeah, it's one big ass orgy. So then dude, so what makes it funny is because I guess they had one of the foods that was supposed to be portraying Hitler, and Hitler was getting fucked by one of the things. He's like, I, and when the shit happened, I lost it, man. I fucking lost it. I lost it. Like it was so out of the blue, and it didn't, and it didn't. You wouldn't have thunked it. You wouldn't have thunked it when it happened. You definitely wouldn't have thunked it. So that shit was just wild. That shit was real wild with Sausage Party. Sausage Party is a crazy ass movie, but you definitely wouldn't think it would have been like that when you initially see it. But it is off the hook. It is definitely off the hook for sure. I don't know how much battery my phone has right now because nothing is showing up here. All right, my bad, my bad. Um, What's any other crazy movie? It's never been no other really like off the wall insane movies and stuff like that. But definitely, that's definitely been one of the craziest ones that I've ever seen, though, for sure. Moonlight Ninja, how you doing? Done. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Is there any other movies that's coming out this year that you guys are looking forward to seeing? I'm chilling. Moonlight. My body's tired. My body's tired, but I'm just chilling. You know, I was thinking about watching Action Park the other day. I'm still hesitant if I want to actually sit down and watch it, but I thought about watching it. What's that, Jimmy? Harriet? That should be a good one. That should definitely be a good one, especially what it is symbolizing. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know, Trey. I'll probably wait till I hear some stuff about it before I kind of decide on whether or not if I want to actually watch anything on that streaming service with Disney. Hold on, real fast. Just gotta clear my nails out real quick. Maleficent. Yeah, the first one was actually pretty decent. The first one was actually pretty decent. I was quite surprised. I was actually quite surprised. Um, I actually hadn't watched anything with The Walking Dead at all this season. I know it started already. Well, let me go get my other thing real quick. I mean, I will. I'll watch it. I'll probably just wait till it gets to about episode like 7, so that way I can just kind of watch them all straight through. No, it had nothing to do with Rick leaving. It was just the writing. The writing of it was just going downhill. I've heard it's starting to improve, but I haven't. What's up, Atani? How you doing, man? I'm sorry. I'm chilling, Atani. I appreciate you joining the stream. I think Friendly's had some bomb ass shakes. Friendly has some bomb ass shakes. Um, depending. I'm not real big into like mafia movies and shows. So were you mad at the way The Sopranos ended? He, yeah, I know he does sound like that, doesn't he? I've never done that, Trey. What, dipping your fries in milkshake is law? I wasn't about to do that on camera. I ain't got no time for nobody cracking no jokes. I never heard of that before. I never heard that. That's actually the first time I heard that. See, a lot of this stuff I can't do on camera because of y'all. Yeah, I sure don't know. Nah, I never been curious about that. Well, I guess some people that be at work and one day we was having like we had some food for the employees and stuff, and this dude walked back into the break room and got like 2, 3 hot dogs over there. So I walked back there, and as I'm walking back there, it's a couple of team members that's actually sitting there watching them to see if they're going see if he gonna put the whole hot dog in his mouth. And so the minute he did it, they just started busting out laughing. I was like, "Yeah, man, y'all stupid as shit, man. Like y'all are so stupid." He was like, he put the whole goddamn thing in his mouth. Yeah, he was one of them. Not the J, no. I'm pretty sure he was there. I'm pretty sure he was there when it happened. This dude was biting his ice cream pop because he didn't want to lick it. Yeah, I'll bite the ice cream. How about the ice cream pop too? Wouldn't lick that shit out in public. It's cool when you're a kid, when we're a grown ass man doing that. I know, Trey. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that you don't think about when when you're younger, like as a man, as a man, you just can't eat it the normal way anymore. That's like when me trying to get this ice cream and shit off here. Like I wasn't about to sit here all on camera, opening my mouth and sucking the shit off the straw. Nah, not on the camera. That's just why I'd be like, okay, hold on 1 second. And I'll pop out real quick. Like, all right, I'm back. Yeah, that's just been a lot of stuff we can't eat the same way as we used to. Lollipop, you better have the shit on the side of your mouth, but you can't sit there be holding it like this and twirling the shit and sucking on it. Nah, you better have that fucking shit right here on the side of your mouth and be sucking on the lollipop that way. Yeah, if you're sucking on it like with a female was sucking on a lollipop. Remember I told y'all that I made that story time video of where the two coworkers of mine was one was gay and the other one was straight, and then the gay dude had a thing for the straight dude, but the straight dude had no idea. So one day we was in the break room, and the dude had got a couple. Forgot where he got the hot dogs from, but he was just like he was watching him. He sat there and watched him eat the fucking hot dog, and as soon as he started, as soon as he opened his mouth and started biting on it, the gay dude was like. I'm fucking crying, man. Oh God, man. Oh shit. Oh my gosh. I'm crying like shit, man. Oh man. Oh my God. Man, when that happened, oh my God, when that shit happened, whew, goodness gracious. Man, that shit had me. So the thing was, so as he was eating the hot dog, he didn't see what the dude had did. So he wasn't thinking nothing about it. So after he got done eating it, oh God. So the gay dude was just looking at him, and he wanted to see him eat the other hot dog so much. He was like, "Here, man, take this one. See how much of that you can eat in one bite." I can't remember how. I worded it in the storytime video. Oh goodness gracious! But man, like when I seen him do that, when he was watching him eat that hot dog, and and seeing that reaction, that initial reaction, um, I think it's called. I think the name of the video is called "The Whole Thing." I think that's the name of it. But man, when he was sitting there watching him do that, and when I seen him make that face and make that noise, oh man, I got up out that table and I stepped out the room and I was just out there just laughing so goddamn hard. And just as I happened to walk back in, he had finished up with the first hot dog or whatever. Oh goodness gracious! I remember that, Trey. I remember that one. I remember that story time video. You can go back and I think the one that I enjoyed. I mean, I enjoyed all of them. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed all of them. The one I really enjoyed the most though was the one with the barber and the haircut. I really enjoyed that one. Really, really enjoyed that one. That one and the birds and the bees, man. Oh man. Ooh, my fucking stomach, man. From laughing at that goddamn shit with American Wedding and laughing at that shit, that other thing. Oh man, my stomach is this. Oh shit, man. I told you, man. I always got story. I always have some type of story for y'all, man. I always have some type of story for y'all. You're guaranteed to get at least one laugh from me. Like you're guaranteed to get at least one, minimum one. Oh, you missed it? No. Simply, you got to go back and you got to rewind it back a little bit. Like I don't think it's been. I don't think it's ever been one stream ever, ever at all of where you guys didn't laugh at least once. Like I'm good. I know I'm good for at least three, maybe four, minimum, minimum three to four. But I don't think it's ever been. After I get done with this stream, man, I'm be chilling out for tonight, getting some rest. What time is it? Hold on, let me look at the time real quick. 1 second. All right, y'all got me for another 30 minutes. I already did a good laugh. I pull up two of your reactions: the dildo to the face. Oh man, don't remind me about that one. What's up, Joshua? How you doing, man? Don't remind me about that one. It's 2:07 in the morning my time. Yeah, that dildo to the face one is fucking hilarious, man. What's that? What's the name? What's the name of that video, Trey? What is it? Do high school girls really matter? Hmm. I would say no because after high school, yeah, man, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of fucking videos, man, of where like I've just had like so much. Well, I've died laughing so hard. But man, that shit, man, with that job. And you know the funny thing is, here's the funny part about it. More than half of the stuff, as far as stories that came from work, came from when I was working at Sports Authority. So you think about working at Sports Authority for what, 10 years? And how much shit I've seen at that company within the 10 years that I was working there for? It's a reason why I got so many stories. And I still got stories that I haven't even told y'all. I still got a lot of stories that I haven't told y'all from the shit that I've seen at Sports Authority when I was working there before they went out of business. Yeah, Trey. Yeah, that shit make me want to go back and rewatch it again. I do know it was a politician. Most scary moment you had to experience at my job? So when this is actually at Sports Authority too. I was at work one day and I was working in the shoe department and I was helping out this guest with something. So they asked for this pair of shoes that I had to go around the corner and try to find and try to call another store and stuff like that to see if they actually had it. So I walk around the corner, I walk up about halfway up the aisle, and I start to use the phone. So as I'm doing that, I'm hearing all this commotion and stuff up front, and I'm not really thinking anything about it. I just hear, um, "Damn, that's fucking crazy. That's crazy." I just hear like all this noise. So I get off the phone. I walk back down. I turn the corner, and just when I turn the corner, I see the dude have a gun to the cashier's head like this, and immediately, like I didn't think anything about nothing. Like I seen what was going on. I dropped the shoes. I left the customer sitting on that bench. And I was like, "Oh shit!" And I turned around and I did like a light jog all the way to the back of the store, and I stood at the emergency exit door because the minute I would have heard some type of gunshot, I would have been out because I had my keys, I had all my stuff with me already, and it was no point in me actually sitting there and going back in there at all. So like I was just ready to go. So eventually, I think I stood at that door for like 20 minutes, and I didn't hear nothing else. So I slowly made my way back up front. The dude had left. The cashier was just all shaken up or whatever. She actually never came back after that had happened, um, because of the simple fact of the fear of someone else coming and possibly doing the same thing. And so the dude that had the gun to her head was actually behind her, and he was inside the little box where the cashiers was at. If you got robbed and you train to give it money or fight back, and I just tell them to take it because it's not worth my life. It's not worth my life at all. So I just give it to them. Like, go ahead. I don't care. I mean, it'll suck, But in the end though, at least I'll still be alive. So I was like, just take it, man. It ain't worth it. I ain't about to lose my life over some shit like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll just tell them to take it because it's not worth it in the end. Now, if I'm not anywhere close by where the person can't get to me, and I have access to like, and I had access to like the emergency exits, then I'm hitting that emergency exit or whatever. But as far as like if they came up to me and told me to open all the registers and give me the money, I'm opening all the registers and giving them the money. There's no point in me. It's no point in me actually fighting someone because one, of course, you run the risk of getting killed. But two, say if you fight them off and the company doesn't or isn't big on stuff like that. I'm not saying that that's the case, but but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some companies will still fire you even because of the simple fact that you're doing something like that. So the company has insurances of where something like that were to happen, where they can get that money back. So it's not in the end. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Fighting doesn't do anything. It doesn't solve anything, and then you actually still run the risk of possibly getting fired for actually putting other people's life at risk for doing something like that and in jeopardy. So in the end, just to not just to not have anything happen is not worth actually going through and uh and fighting back. Just give them the shit and just let them leave. Yeah, which I can understand because you'll have that thing in the back of your mind like somebody's going to do something like that to you, which I can totally understand. Some guy got beat up at my job over $25. He got brutally beaten, and the job didn't even want to pay his medical bills. See, that's that bullshit. That's that bullshit. Where do you work at, simply, if you don't mind me asking? When a company earns multi-millions a year and pays minimum wage, you don't give a fuck. Hoorahs, we take the whole damn store. No, see, I wouldn't help them. I wouldn't help them, but I'm not going to risk my life trying to stop them though. Yeah, I think gas stations are like one of the prime targets of stuff like that happening. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put myself into none of that stuff. But how many times have I been threatened with a gun? I haven't been threatened with a gun actually. I've had someone act like and I think I told you guys the story before, but for a lot of you that are new and haven't heard this, so when I was working at Sports Authority again, it had snowed like hell one night, and I was actually working overnight one night, and it was a two level parking garage or whatever. So I parked at the bottom, so I didn't have to worry about trying to clear off my car and trying to find a way to get out the parking lot. So I had just got off work. I go downstairs. I'm walking to my car, and as I'm walking to my car, I looked up and I see a dude at my door, like trying to pry it open. So I stop and I'm looking. And I'm like, shit. That's immediately. I'm just like, shit. All right, what am I gonna do? So then, I'm looking at him and I'm trying to like play all this out of my mind as far as like the best way to approach it because I didn't want him to steal my car, but at the same time, I didn't want to do anything crazy or anything stupid. So, and it was still dumb in what I did. Now that I think about it, so I was like, "Hey, man, what you doing?" So he stops. He looks at me, and he turns his body facing me, and then he puts his hand behind his back. And he was like, "Is this your car?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Well, give me your damn keys." So I was like, "All right, man. I don't want no problems. I'll give you the keys. Let me just get them out of my pocket." So I'm walking towards him. I get the keys out of my pocket, and I'm holding my keys in my left hand. Now the ironic thing was because of the time of day that um, it was other cars parked in that parking lot. But what he did not realize is that the reflection of one car actually bounced off of it, and I can see behind him, so I can tell if he did have some type of weapon and what type of weapon that he did have. In this case, he didn't have no fucking weapon. So as I'm walking and I see the reflection and I see that he just has his hand behind his back, posing as if he actually had a weapon, I go from like 0 to 1,000, like instantly, instantly. So I'm like, all right, now that I see he don't have a weapon, let me think of another way to kind of approach this. So then, um, so then I start walking towards him some more, and as I get closer, his hand starts to drop more and more and more, almost as if like he was taking his hand from behind his back. So I get so like if he's here, so say he's here, and I'm like inching up to him like this, and as the closer I'm getting to him, the more angry I'm getting, and so I get to about I'll say about like here. So then so when I get close enough, I kick him in the stomach, and so once I kicked him in the stomach, his hands of course came out. He still didn't have no weapon, and he was just trying to pry my door open somehow, some way. I don't know how the fuck he was trying to do it. So I kick him in the stomach, and he drops his hands and he goes like this and bends over. And I had this. I swear to God, I had this. This is the only time that I had the intent on seriously hurting somebody. So I kicked him. He bent over, and in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm about to break something. I'm about to break something. So then I hit him. I didn't hit him as hard as I could, but I know that in a certain way, and with me being trained, that if I hit him a certain way, that that I would end up breaking something. So I hit him, and he fell to the floor. He fell to the floor. He was holding his mouth. He was screaming, or whatever. So then I stepped over his body as he's sitting there on the ground screaming or whatever. And then I look at him. I look at my car. I get in my car, close the door, pull off, like ain't shit happened, like nothing happened. So I come to work the next day, and I'm walking in the mall, and I'm on my lunch break, and I was cool with one of the security guards or whatever. And so, I seen him, he seen me, we dapped each other up, small talked it for a little bit. And then I was like, I'm about to go grab my food though, but I'll holler at you later. He was like, yeah, he was like, all right, yeah, yeah, cool. And they're like, right before I walked off, he was like, oh yeah, Aaron, that was fucked up what you did yesterday. So I'm like, what are you talking about? So immediately I know what he's talking about because it's the only thing that happened that day. So he was like, that's fucked up what you did yesterday. I was like, what you talking about, man? He was like, you know what I'm talking about. And I was like, nah, man, I don't know what you're talking about. He was like, to what you did to that dude in the parking lot? And I was like, how the fuck you know about this? He was like, because when we seen dude at the car, we was about to come out, and then when I seen the dude ain't had no weapon, and I seen it was you, um, I knew you had it under control. I was like, ain't this a bitch? I was like, you mean to tell me you was sitting back looking at this shit on camera the whole fucking time as all of this is transpiring right now? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, I ought to kick your ass for doing some shit like that. So I was like, so just out of curiosity, since he was sitting on the camera looking at all this shit as all this had happened or whatever, I said, so what happened after I pulled off? And then he was like, so after you pulled off, we came out. And I'm just sitting there looking at this motherfucker like, are you? I'm like, I swear to God, I should kick your fucking ass for sitting there watching this shit on camera. So he was like, we came out, we grabbed the dude, and what's up, what's up, BJ? And so then so he was like, we pulled him in the office, and we tried to ask him for his name. How was it? He's like, we tried to ask him for his name, but he couldn't talk. So the police came and they tried to get his information because he didn't have no ID on him, and he couldn't talk neither. And I was like, so what ended up happening to him? He was like, dude, you shattered his jaw. I was like, oh, for real? He was like, yeah, dude. He was like, you shattered the shit out of his jaw to the point his shit is wired shut and he can't talk at all. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, that's it. He was like, yeah. He was like, the dude got arrested or whatever, and he's in jail now. But he was like, dude, he's like, what the fuck did you do to him? I was like, oh, I was like, I hit him one time. I was like, I just hit him one time, and the one time that I knew that I hit him, my intent was to break something. And I was like, I didn't know that I was going to shatter his jaw, but I don't feel bad. So then that was it. So the thing is, like, I don't know my own strength. Like, that shit is scary. That shit is like really, really scary. Like, out of all the times of me doing martial arts and stuff like that, um, yeah, it was self defense. So I wasn't in trouble or nothing like that. Like, I honestly don't know my own strength. Like, I don't know exactly how strong I really am. But I wasn't going to do that, Trey, only because of the simple fact of nah, I'm trained in martial arts, man. I have a black belt in Taekwondo. Um, like I wouldn't have done nothing like that only because of the simple fact of once he's on the ground screaming, like that's all I need. That's all the confirmation I need to know that I fucked some shit up. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't do anything because I was going to leave that dude on the ground screaming, which is what I did. But all the other stuff was fucked up. The simple fact that that dude that they were sitting back there, he's so stupid, Gambino. Um, the simple fact that they were sitting back in the office watching this shit all transpire on camera is just like, what the fuck, man. So that's the only time that I've really act. I mean, I've had one other incident that happened when someone tried to break into the house. I'll stay that story for another day though. But as far as like after once I got my black belt, that's I haven't had to do anything or never had to fight anyone. Once I had well since I had received my black belt, but that shit with the car incident was uh was before I got my black belt. It was probably actually now I think about it, it's probably a month. It was probably a month before I had to actually test when that shit happened. Um, well, I'm not a. I don't like guns, and half the time, I mean, I avoid confrontation more than anything, and it's not. It's only because of the simple fact of like nowadays, you can't get into fights and expect just to have a one on one with someone and not someone else jumping in and not having any type of thing happen afterwards, like having some type of backlash from it. So hold on, you said, "Oh, stop." We have a law out here called Make my day law. If I run up in someone's house, they have the right to end you. Yeah. No, I wouldn't. Honestly, man, like I don't like fighting. I don't like fighting at all. And it's like I said, it's mainly because of the simple fact that like I know with my training and everything, like I'm afraid of what I will actually do. And I don't want to get to the point like of where I black out with someone. Because if I black out, then it's just gonna get real bad. It's gonna get real bad. Like if I did that to someone and I was fully aware of what I did and my intent was to do that, like if I were to black out against somebody, nah, you don't have to do that, brother. It's very unnecessary. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna punch someone in the face just for that. Um yeah, I do. I watch UFC fights now and then. Yeah, I know they do, but I don't put myself in a position of where I can possibly have something like that happen, of where I can get into some type of life altering um, altercation. My favorite fighter, it was Anderson Silva. It was Anderson Silva. But I mean, there's a lot of solid fighters in the UFC, so I'm always open to seeing good talent. Um, so yeah, I mean yeah, he's good. He's definitely good. He's definitely good for sure. Kind of reminds me of like like a mini Anderson, except for he's not as cocky as Anderson. Anderson he likes to put on a show, but then he has tendencies of being cocky, which is the reason why Wheatman had beat him. Um, but yeah, man, I don't like fighting. I don't like fighting. I don't. How do I remind you so much of your brother? Because of how laid back I am. I would normally do something like that, Johnny, but the one copyright strike that I've ever received was doing a reaction video to some MMA stuff. So I told myself that I would never do any other reaction to MMA ever again. Because honestly, the copyright strike was a bunch of bullshit because it was Kimbo Slice's son's first MMA fight. And I didn't even have the whole thing posted. Like I edited it and cut it down and they still gave me a copyright strike as far as the company. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Johnny. So unfortunately, I won't be doing any other type of MMA reactions at all. I totally agree. I agree. I can't disagree with you on that, Johnny. I think that is definitely the case for sure. What time is it? Guys have a few more minutes left with me tonight. Um, hey Sarah, how you doing? People was asking about you last night, Sarah. I give you guys another 10 minutes. Yeah, it's cool though, man. I mean, it's cool. I mean, all it does. I mean, I was kind of tired of doing reactions to anything for the most part. So, which is the reason why I had cut back on a lot of the random reactions and stuff like that. But then at the same time, I just feel like the channel just needed a sense of direction. I didn't feel like we had a sense of direction as far as knowing like a straight path of where to go or what the channel is actually known for. So I'll still do some here and there, but for the most part, it's something that I won't really be doing as much. Yeah, I mean I'll mix it up and still doing some reactions for the most part, but I still want this channel to be known as gaming primarily, with a few little things here and there. And and I was just now talking about this earlier, but since I actually got my new phone, I don't have the extra piece. um, thank you. Yeah, it's still the rebranding of the channel is it's taking a little longer than I thought. Yes, I know, Sarah. I know this shit is crazy. The rebranding of the channel is definitely something that I knew was going to happen. Like the transition from going to just being like a straight variety type to being strictly a gaming thing. It's going to take longer as far as getting more eyes to the channel for the most part, which I was prepared for. So it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. A lot of people dropped off as I had expected. Excuse me. But I think other than that, for the most part, I'm content. Everyone except for the wizards and the skins. Maybe BJ. Maybe I may do it. I may not. It depends. It depends. But yeah, it's just it's a process. It's definitely a process. It's a grueling process, and things don't happen quick. Things definitely don't happen quick. It takes some time to have everything kind of flow into place. So I just have to remain patient and just let everything play out the way it's supposed to play out. I can only control what I can. I won't be doing. I won't be giving any candy out because I'll be at work. So if they do it, it's not going to be for me. It's going to be between my wife, my mother-in-law, and the kids. Don't get the first batch that comes out, Gambino. Don't get that first batch. Stay away from that first batch. Call of Duty, definitely, I'll be playing for sure. I look forward to streaming the campaign mode from that. They don't. It depends on the brand, with the brand of the TV. Oh, goodness gracious, my back is itching like hell. I hope so too. I hope so too. I think a lot of it's going to be kind of based off of developers and what they actually do with the hardware to make their stuff uh, good for the most part. It did. It definitely did. All right, everyone. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here for tonight. I do appreciate all of you guys for joining me in this late night stream. I'm glad you all had got a good laugh out of me tonight, which I am thoroughly happy about that I was able to even entertain you guys in my state of me being tired and stuff. So I'll be seeing you all tomorrow for sure. We'll play some more Last of Us, and we'll be probably I'll probably try to stream for about 3 hours, hopefully. But either way, you'll get a good 2.5 hour stream from me tomorrow. So everyone, good night. Take care, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow, and you all have a good night. Later, y'all.